Okay, so I'm excited to be here with everyone and to be able to chat and um sorry, Tura, I was trying to see if your audio, if I could mute you, but I can't hear you anyway. So can you hear me, Tura? I don't know if she can hear me. Maybe I'll chat real quick. Hold on, let me send her a message. We'll see if that worked. No. Um, for those of you guys that were on your phone, is there a setting for audio? Does anybody know?
You have to click, it says like use phone audio device or something that on the speaker option. There's two different speaker options, and it's usually like the top one, I think. I forget what it says. It says like phone audio or something.
Okay.
Hello?
Brittany's on her phone, maybe she knows.
Brittany,
Hi, guys.
for your phone audio, how do you turn it on? Like for you to be able to hear me? Do you have to, is there like a setting?
There's either like a dial-in or an audio call-in.
Is that better, Tarai? Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, we got it.
Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Should I turn it down?
You're echoing.
No, you're good. I'm just going to mute you now, Tarai.
Am I echoing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to mute you right now, Britt. Okay. Good timing, guys. Okay, so I wanted to pull together this call and make it separate from just a team call because I've really been thinking about just like where our team is at, and we have not that long until the end of the year. So this quarter, we're not into the fourth quarter yet, but we're getting close, and I can't even believe how fast this year's gone by. So I wanted to kind of pull everyone together and see where we're all at as far as goals, year-end goals. I know that I'm not even close to being where I wanted to be personally, other than Success Club is pretty much the only thing that I've been super consistent with, which isn't a bad thing, but everything else that, like my recruiting goals and organization goals and all of the books that I wanted to read and all those things that I said I was going to do at the beginning of the year, I'm like desperately trying to get my act together so that I can achieve at least some of the things that I wanted to this year. So I wanted for everyone to be able to, and that's why I invited anyone that just wanted to get on this call to really sit and evaluate where your business is at, and where you want to go over the next couple months. So we're going to talk about kind of like where you guys stand right now, what our goals are for the next couple months, and I have some big things I want to discuss as far as our team and just the future of our team and where we're at, and all that. So I want to ask you guys a couple questions. So I want you to, you don't have to write this down or answer out loud unless you want to. If you want to answer it out loud, you totally can. Just raise your hand or, signal me that you want to talk for a second. But I want you guys to really sit and think as much as concentrate as much as you can, even though I know most of you guys have distractions right now with your kids and stuff. So so think about what would it mean to you to be able to pay for Christmas and the holidays, so traveling, gifts for family, hosting things, all the things that come with the holidays. What would it mean to you to be able to pay all of that with cash and to not have to use any credit cards or savings to be able to do that? So I want you to just kind of think, like, what would that mean to you? You can maybe write it down, because I think that, you guys are going to hear a bazillion times about what your core why is it so important? Why do you want to do this business? But I think that really when we start to think about, you know, what does it mean? What would it mean for you in the short term? So in the next 5 months, well, see, it's August, 4 months. In the next 4 months, between now and the end of the year, what would it mean to you to be able to pay for all of the things that go along with the holidays with cash? So strictly with your Beachbody money, you wouldn't have to dip into savings, credit cards, or your spouse's income or other incomes that you make from your other job. So solely Beachbody money. So think about that and write that down. What would it mean to you to be able to pay all your bills? So not just the next 4 months, but just in general, think maybe the next 6 months. What if you could use strictly Beachbody money to pay all of your bills? Household bills. So maybe not the mortgage or the rent, but like your utilities, your groceries, your, you know, frequent Target shopping trips, your Hobby Lobby trips, your just all the kind of extra stuff. I know for me, like when I could start paying for all the groceries with Beachbody money, it was like such a freaking huge relief that I could go to the grocery store and not have to stress about, I can't get this, I got to wait till next week, or that I can just buy what we need and ring it up and pay for it. And it was like no big deal. That to me was like a really big deal, because when I started out, I was on unemployment. On top of doing hair, my hair money basically paid for like the bare bones bills of my own, not like our household bills, but my own personal bills. And then my unemployment money basically paid for groceries. So I remember like vividly getting my unemployment checks, which if any of you guys have been on disability or unemployment, you know that it's like pennies. It's nothing. You can barely live off of it. I mean, I don't know how people like actually live off of it. Had we not had Joe's income, there's no way we would have been able to survive. But it did help just to supplement for me personally, my other bills, my credit cards, and stuff that I needed to pay. But I remember going to the grocery store and thinking like, crap, like I haven't gotten my deposit yet from my unemployment, and I couldn't get all the groceries that we needed to get. And that was like such a humbling experience for me, because I've always been provided for. I've always been able to take care of myself. And during that year that I was on the unemployment, when after Emmy was born, and I was home with her almost full time, that was like just, it was very humbling to me to have to like put things back, put the extra gallon of milk back, put the, you know, just not the bare minimum stuff that we needed for that week. So think about that. What would it mean for you to be able to pay your bills with just Beachbody money? What would it mean for you to be able to bring in $200 to $500 a week consistently every week? Like, what would that do for you personally to have an extra $200 to $500 per week? And the reason I'm saying $200 to $500 is because when I hit Diamond, that is when I started to make that range, $200 to $500 consistently, very consistently. Before that, it was hit or miss. Some weeks it would be like 100, some weeks it would be 400, but most of that was retail that I was doing in order to make those commissions. So when I hit Diamond and I started making bonuses, that $200 to $500 became very consistent. So I could count on at least making usually at least $200 per week. So that's an extra $800+ a month that I was bringing in, that paid for our groceries, that paid for, you know, any extra little things for me. So a huge thing for me was, I remember after Emmy was born, I was on unemployment and money was really tight, and I was just very committed to being home with her, that I didn't care the things that I had to give up in order for me to be home. And so I gave up, you know, all my pedicures, all of the extra stuff, like just little shopping trips for me here and there. You know, manicures, pedicures, shopping trips to Ulta, like just all the extra stuff that I did like for myself. I remember like not being able to do anything for me. And And it sounds so silly, but at the end of the day, it was like, you guys that are all moms, like, I mean, every single person on here is a mom. So everybody understands that, like, at the end of the day, when you're exhausted and you're tight financially and everything feels stressful and you're sleep deprived, like, being able to go get a pedicure and like take 45 minutes to an hour to yourself is like a big deal. It like helps to just fill your bucket. And so for me, it was like, I remember, because I was like pretty religious with my pedicures, like once every 4 weeks, go get my pedicures. And it was just like my little thing that I did for myself. So not being able to do that, which sounds so silly, but it was like, that like added up, because it was like one more thing that like I couldn't do. There was nothing left for me to do for myself. And at the end of the day, when I had given everything to everyone else, it would have just been nice to just have a little bit extra that I could just go take an hour once a month to go be by myself. So think about that. What would it mean to you to be able to bring in $200 to $500 a week? How would that change your finances? How would that change your stress level? How would that change, maybe the arguments that you're getting in with your spouse, your significant other? Like, what would that change for you? What would it mean to you to be able to surprise somebody that you love with something that they, like a trip that they really want to go on, or a birthday gift that they've been wanting for a long time, but you guys have never been able to afford it, or, to just be able to do to be able to surprise somebody that you love and care about with something that would mean a lot to them. And like, for me, not all of us are going to have the same love languages, but for me, one of my love languages is to be able to give gifts and surprises. Like, I want to be able, like, one of my biggest, hugest things on like my dream board is to be able to just like take Joe on like a surprise trip. Like, he's always wanted to go see his favorite college football team in Chicago. We've talked about it. Like, I've wanted to do it for his birthday or our anniversary, almost every single year that we've been together. And it just is a huge chunk of money to be able to fly there, go to the game, get a rental car, hotel, and all that stuff. And so for me to be able to do that for him, like, that would give me so much joy to be able to provide that and for that to be a surprise for him. So, and maybe there's other things, like, what would it mean to you to just be able to put an extra $500 a month in savings? What would it mean to you to be able to pay your rent or your mortgage, like, with all Beachbody money? Like, when I hit my first month where I could literally pay the mortgage, like, it like blew my mind. Like, I was like, I can literally pay. At that point I wouldn't have been able to pay much extra, but for me, it was like, if something happened, like, if for some reason Joe's income got, cut or whatever, being able to have that extra couple $1,000s a month, like, has been huge for us. So, so the reason I'm asking all these questions is because I want you guys to really get like a tangible feeling of what's possible. First of all, hi, Matt. And to be able to know that that's possible with not like crazy amounts of work, you guys. Like, I don't work 40 hours a week. I don't even work 30 hours a week, probably. Some weeks, like, I actually just thought about it the other day, and I don't work Mondays really, because I'm usually in the salon today, which today I have a short day, so that's why I'm doing some work today. But normally I don't work Mondays. I work Tuesdays. Wednesday is supposed to be my dedicated, like, all-day work day. That almost never happens. Thursday, I usually do some work. Friday's pretty half-assed. Saturday and Sunday are pretty much non-existent because Facebook world is just off doing their own things. So it's not a good time for me to really, like, do important posts and stuff like that. So really, concretely, I probably only work 3 days a week. I do post my challenge groups and stuff on the other days. So I may be working 15, maybe 30 minutes on those other days. But you guys, like, I've been doing this for 2 years. I've never worked an 8-hour day doing this business. Never once. Maybe in the beginning, I probably worked like maybe 6 hours because I was like hooked on the videos. And like, when I really first started training, I wanted to like get my hands on everything I possibly could. But realistically, like, for all of us moms, working 6 to 8 hours a day on this business it's not realistic. But I'm proof, like sitting right here to you guys, that you don't have to work that long and you can build yourself very consistent income, you know, a couple to several $1,000s a month extra just by working like 1 to 2 hours a day. Sometimes I don't even have that 2 hours like blocked solid. It's usually like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. And that's not even consistent. So the other day when I was just like feeling really vulnerable and overwhelmed, I really was thinking about like, what can I do to improve myself and to help be a better leader for you guys? And a lot of that is just being more consistent in myself. So I have connected with several other people who I've never worked with before. They're within Bombshell Dynasty. Some of them have Katie Hefner as an upline. Some of them have Brittany Leggett. Some have, let's see who else. Some have Lindsay, but they're people that I haven't really worked closely with before. And we are all doing a big push together because we all feel really stuck and stagnant in our businesses, which it happens. You guys will all notice the same things. There are certain months that are like really busy and it just seems to flow very easily. And there are months where it's like, oh my God, this month has been tough. So in order for me to be a better leader for you guys, I'm really stretching myself and setting some bigger goals and being a lot more tough on myself as far as my accountability in working, setting better or setting time limits for myself. So I'm reading for at least 30 minutes a day. I'm, checking into my groups and doing all this extra stuff. And I'm really, really focusing on just growing myself even more over the next, forever, because I feel like you can only get so far. You can do your personal development and it'll get you to a point. And then there's times where you're going to have to stretch yourself even more. And I really feel like we're at that point where within our team that we're all kind of feel stuck. We all kind of feel like there are things that we know work and things that we know that don't work. So I want to know, like, what would it do for your self-confidence for you guys to hit a big goal that you set for yourself? Whether that's a rank goal, an income goal, like maybe you want to read 10 personal development books before the end of the year. But most of us, I probably would say every single person on this call has an income goal. And there's nothing wrong with that. I started in this business to increase my income. So there's nothing wrong with feeling like having income goals. You guys should not feel guilty about that. So having income goals, I think for me, it's been a very big driving factor for me to push my business forward, is to have that income goal. So for you guys, like, some of you guys that are on this call may have surpassed this already, but bringing in an extra $200 to $500 per week, if you guys hit diamond before the end of the year, then I can promise you'll be consistently making between $200 and $500 per week. So some of you are almost there. Some of you are very close. Even if you're an emerald rank right now, even if you're just a coach rank right now, people have hit diamond in like 30 days or less. So it just depends on how hard you want to go and how fast you want to go, and really kind of what you want to do. So I have this big, hairy, scary goal of our team being 5-star diamond by the end of the year. So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. I'm not counting Melissa because she's not on IPS, but she's underneath Nicole. But even if Melissa hit diamond by the end of the year, that for her, I mean, even if you're not IPS, that's why I didn't want to open this call just to my IPS coaches, because I wanted it to be available to anybody that was willing to work. So I have a huge goal of 5-star diamond team by the end of this year. I'm committed 100% to helping you guys get there. But I wanted to lay down some ground rules and kind of some boundaries as far as where I'm at and what I'm willing to do. So like I said, I'm willing 100% to help you guys get there if you guys are willing 100% to put in the effort. So it's not, getting to diamond is not like this crazy, hairy, scary, like, you know, impossible thing. It's not. I got to diamond in 6 months. I could have gotten there in about 3 months had I really pushed myself, but I was a newbie in the business and I was scared of being outside my comfort zone. So all of you guys have been in here long enough that being outside your comfort zone, that's where you need to kind of get comfortable. And if you went to Summit, or if you've heard any of the, I don't think they haven't released all of the recordings from Summit yet, but they've released some of them. And every single person will tell you that nothing's going to happen unless you're outside your comfort zone. So I'm here to tell you, I'm going way outside my comfort zone. I'm freaking terrified about doing a push group. I'm terrified about failing. I'm terrified about having this baby come January and my income dropping. I'm terrified about having this baby not being able to hit Success Club with a newborn. So lots of changes are going on in my life, and I am going all in because I'm committed to our team growing. Every single one of you guys has had a transformation, has had a testament of the products, of the challenge groups, of being a part of the community. That is enough right there to build yourself a team. So you just have to decide whether or not you want to do that. So I'm going to do a push group. It's not going to be like, I'm going to require certain things that everyone should be doing anyway. So it's not like it's going to be like this really like scary thing. We have 11 weeks until qualification. So what that means is for our team to end as a 5-star diamond team by the end of this year, we have to have 5 diamonds pop, or I guess 4 more diamonds pop by November 18th. So that sounds scary, guys, but it's 11 weeks away. So 11 weeks, we're going to break it down, figure out how much for you. So maybe in 11 weeks, you want to hit $200 a week. You want to be making $200 a week. You want to be making $150 a week, or whatever that is. I want to sit down with you guys. So right now, I want you guys to kind of I'm going to probably take like 5 minutes. I'm going to put on some music. I want you guys to sit and brainstorm what you want to do for yourself personally. Don't feel pressured by my push goal. That's just my own personal goal. But I want you guys to really think about, what are income goals for you for the next 4 months? Realistic income goals. So I don't want you guys shooting low. No low balling here, because if you really set your mind to it, you could start making $500 a week right now. So with that being said, I want you guys to think about, what income goals do you want to hit by the end of this year? What would be realistic, but also stretch you? So if you're making $75 a week right now, I don't want to hear I want to make $100 a week by the end of the year. Okay. If you're making $75 a week now, you guys should be making $300 a week by the end of the year. Okay. So I want you to be thinking about what's going to stretch you. So income goal first, rank goal second by the end of the year. Bigger bonus points if you want to hit diamond by November 18th. And then also, what were my other things? Maybe you have a Success Club goal, like you want to hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10 every month till the end of the year. How many coaches do you want to recruit? And let's just do that. So income, rank, I guess let's say volume goals, like week leg volume. So that's kind of like tied in with income, but any other goals, like if you have like a Success Club goal, if you want to do Success Club 5, which if I'm going to go over next, what are going to be kind of my non-negotiables for the push group. And then how many coaches do you want to recruit by the end of the year? So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. I'm going to put on some music real quick. And then anything else that you guys want to add, like if there's something else that's a personal goal, you want to lose 15 pounds, you want to pay off, you know, a credit card, whatever, like any other personal kind of stuff that you guys want to do, go ahead and include that too. And then we're going to share a couple people, like I'm going to have a couple of you guys share in about 5 minutes. Okay, as soon as this song's over, we're gonna do some sharing. Okay. Okay, who wants to share first? Anybody? Nobody? You guys are gonna make me pick on you? Okay, Ashley, I'll go ahead and unmute you.
Oh, hi. So, my husband and I, we talked about it because he actually, I don't know if some of you know, he quit his job because he's just been gone. So we just quit. And so he's pursuing ministry full time. We ordered his classes, but he's also a coach. And so we have no income coming in. We're going to live off of his retirement. So really, I feel like I'm kind of like you, Mackenzie, with how you had employment, you're trying to make it. That's where we're at now. So this is has really become a business and a priority for both of us. So our income goals, because I really am not I'm selling a challenge pack here or there. And so I don't feel like I have a consistent income at all. So our goal is to be having 300 a week. That's something that we set down. My rank goal, which I definitely, now knowing the qualification date, is I'm going to push for that diamond, because I have an emerald. I have a coach, and Suzette is actually going to be emerald this week, and so she's already been killing it. So my goal to stretch me is to get to diamond, and my husband wants to get to emerald at bare minimum. Then I've never hit Success Club 5. I sell a challenge pack again, and I never make the 5. And so making Success Club 5 until the end of the month. And then I want to recruit 10 coaches total under me. I have 3 right now. One's a discount coach. 2 are actively pursuing the business. And I want to recruit 7 more, which I need 5 to get to diamond. So, and then just a personal goal is I've hit my pre-pregnancy weight. Right when I went in. And so that's exciting. But my next goal is to get down to what I was at my wedding. So it's another 20 pounds. So
perfect. Those are NC that. I feel like it's perfect. So for those of you guys who feel a little bit lost as far as setting goals, she's setting goals that are going to stretch her a little bit, but she's also setting goals that are very realistic. So I'm not talking about you guys need to be making $1,000 a week by the end of the year. You need to be Star Diamond. You need to be, this call is not I don't have any intentions of me putting my goals on you guys. I want to help support you guys in what you want to do and actually hold you to it. Because let's be real, Mackenzie's been the cheerleader for the last 2 years. And let's be real, it hasn't really worked. So for me, it's hard for me to kind of lay down the law. But look at my kid. Tell her she's going to go on time out, but she never does. Okay, so but setting goals that are realistic but are going to stretch you. And then so for me, being able to help hold you guys accountable to those goals, that's what the push group is going to be designed to do. So even if your goal is not diamond, even let's say it's a ruby goal, let's say it's just an income goal, whatever that kind of stretch goal is, I want you guys to be in the group so that we can all help hold each other accountable in that. So not just me holding you guys accountable, but you guys holding each other accountable. So, you guys all just heard Ashley say what she wanted to do. So when she's not showing up, not checking into the group, MIA, not returning messages, all those things that we do when we don't want to be called out, that's when I need the team to come in, because I don't want this to just be, this is Mackenzie's goal, this is what Mackenzie wants us to do. I want this to be like such a desire for our team to move forward and for our team to be able to experience the success that other people are having right now. So who else wants to share? We'll do like maybe 2 or 3 more people, and then we'll kind of move on.
I can go if you guys can hear me over George.
Yeah, we can hear you.
My kid is a freaking psycho. Anyways, so my income goal is $500 a week, because that is what his medical supplies are costing me right now, monthly, not weekly. And I would like to not have to check my bank account before I make those purchases. So that is my income goal. I will also be diamond, but not just diamond. I want to have 2 people under me, 2 of my coaches want to build the business as well. So it's not just discount coaches. And so my goal for coaches is 10 active coaches. I also have a weight loss goal. I would like to be at around 140 pounds. And I guess the other way of putting that would be to fit in the jeans that I have in the closet from high school that are really, really snug.
No.
I lost 50 pounds and I kept that off for a long time, and then trying to get Liam into school and all of my excuses, I gained back weight. I gained almost 10 pounds back, and then I've been really strict with my nutrition recently, and I'm down another 2. So I can do it if I'm strict with myself. And then my Success Club goal is to hit Success Club 5 every month. Liam is starting school 2 weeks from today, and he will be gone from 9 to 2, 5 days a week. So I thought about work and what I wanted to do, and I could switch to working. Oh my God. Hi. Sorry, I got distracted. So I could switch to working like mother's hours, but instead I'm just going to keep my schedule and then devote the time that he's at school to building this business, because I have seen what it can do for other people, but then I've also seen what it has already done for me just in my life, like the kind of person I am and just my state of mind, like the lifestyle. And I want that so badly for other people. So
Perfect. So wait, you said $500 a week, right?
I did.
Okay. I'm just taking little notes so I can remember. Okay, we'll do one more person, then I'll read. Brittany said I could share hers, so I'll read hers. Anybody else? Carrie or Nicole? Anybody? Tara? Who wants to share? Oh, Nicole has a crying baby. Anybody? Okay, fine. I'll read Brittany's. Okay, so Brittany, she has a rank goal of 1-star diamond, $1,500. Britt, is that a week or a month? I'll have her text me. 7 hardworking, like-minded women on her team who want to build, who want to inspire and motivate others. And she has a personal goal. They may be moving out of the area, and if they do, she has to get a job. So if she can build her income enough, then she won't have to do that. So she has the tools already the tools that I have had for last year need to be put into place consistently. She's tired of being standard and she wants to be extraordinary, which is very doable. All of you guys, it's very doable. Okay. So, some of my goals are, and like I said, I'm going to be doing the push group with you guys. So I'm going to be doing the check-ins every single day with you guys. And I'm also working with, like I said, I'm working with another team of people that I've never worked with before. We're going to strategize and start doing some new, just different kind of things. maybe it's doing some business opportunity calls. We're going to be doing stuff that like is out of our comfort zone. So I'm not just asking you guys to do stuff that might be scary for you, because I'm going to be doing stuff that's scary for me too. So I didn't want to run this just like, okay, you guys need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I'm just going to sit here because I want to move myself forward too, not just you guys move forward and our team move forward. So I want to consistently be making at least $1,000 per week by the end of the year, 5-star diamond. I want to be able to pay off one of our credit cards, have a cash Christmas, and I want to be able to pay off the giant chunk that we're going to be paying to our midwife before the baby is born. And I want to hit 4,000 to 5,000 in volume consistently on my week legs. So right now it's only hitting 3,000 probably once a month. The rest of the time it's usually close to 2,000. So I want to bump that up to closer to 5,000 on my week leg. And if we end the year as a 5-star diamond team, I will be hosting a team retreat. Obviously that's going to be kind of floating for right now until until the end of the year, we see where we end. And after I have a baby, can't be doing a retreat at 10 months pregnant. So it will most likely be like early spring next year, as long as California hasn't floated away by then with our rain. And it will be in California. It'll be probably in Tahoe. So that will be open to, I haven't decided. There will be qualifications to go, but I don't want to just set it as just diamond, or I want people to be able to go that maybe aren't at that rank yet. So that's definitely on the horizon for me. I do want to do it. Right now it's just timing, obviously, is a little bit crazy with the holidays and then baby coming. So that's definitely something that I want to do. So if we do end the year as 5-star diamond team, that will be happening for sure. And then what else? The one thing that I thought was like kind of a cool concept to think about was to approach your daily task list. So your power hour or your power half hour or your power 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever, approach it every day as if the work that you were doing that day was going to put food on the table for your kids or pay your mortgage. Like, let's say you didn't have anybody else contributing income, and if you did not build this business, then your lights were getting turned off or there was no food to put on the table for your kids. That's kind of how I approached it for me, because that was like the legit thing that was going to happen if I didn't do it. So for me, having that pressure, I think having some pressure is good for everyone, because if you don't have pressure, there's no reason to change. It's like when all of you guys came to me with a weight loss goal, there was obviously some internal turmoil going on. You guys were exhausted. You were tired of being where you were at. You were ready to make changes. You were ready to have something different in your life. And maybe it wasn't physically, maybe it was financially, maybe it was to be part of a community, maybe it was like, something else. But if you don't have like a reason that's kind of pressure to push you to do the things every day, then it's really, really easy to just put it off and just say, oh, I'll just do that tomorrow. Or I hit 4 successful points this month. I don't need to push. Like there's only 2 days left in the month. I'll just get it next month. It's so easy to do that. But when you think of it that way, that like, we may, be getting kicked out of our house if I don't do this. We may not be eating. My kids might not be eating. I might not be able to pay the bill for my kids to go to preschool. I might not be able to, pay the car payment or put gas in my car. Like those, you have to think of it in terms as things are so dire that like, if you don't send those 5 friend requests today, if you don't do those, 5 posts on Facebook today, that your lights are getting turned off. So I want you guys to think of it from that kind of perspective, that this right now, if you don't build right now, then it's never going to happen. It's never a convenient time. Never. We're all busy. We all have kids. Our schedules are all crazy. Our spouses may not be supportive. We may have, all kinds of emotional stuff going on. It's never convenient. It never is. But the thing is, the longer you put it off and you wait till a time that it becomes convenient, you'll fill that time with something else. It will always take back burner. So nothing's ever convenient. Just like, when the car payment comes in and it's not a convenient time to pay it, like you still got to pay it. You got to figure out how to pay it. So thinking about setting it, you're setting your power hour time. Maybe you're going to commit 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening, but getting clear about how we're going to do that. So I'm going to try and wrap this up kind of quickly because I don't have all day. I got to get up to the salon for my other job. But for the group, so we are going to start September. So we have this week. We're going to start next week. The expectations are going to be, and some of you guys, I've kind of done something similar to this before, although I wasn't consistent with it, so it failed miserably. And you guys, I'll post these requirements in the group so you guys don't have to write this down. I'm going to go through the list kind of quick, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be focusing on. It's going to be mostly a vitals group. So every single day, or at least 5 days a week, I'm going to give you guys the weekend to make up. If you, happen to have a really insane day, you will have the weekend to make up what you didn't do during the week. But hear me out. That must not become a habit. So if I don't want to see you posting once in the group and then doing the rest of it all on the weekend. This needs to be like, I want you guys posting Monday through Friday. If you skip Thursday for whatever reason, then get it caught up on Saturday, Sunday. So 30 minutes at least of personal development per day. I don't care what you do. It can be reading, it can be audio, it can be video, it can be, any of whatever your personal choice is, at least 30 minutes. I want you guys setting a timer. If you have more time than 30 minutes, do more, because that's going to be one of the biggest things that's going to help push you. So I'm trying to commit to like an hour. I'm reading Awaken the Giant Within, which is a giant book. It's literally like this big. It's huge. But it's got so much good stuff in it. So I'm trying to do more than 30 minutes per day. So you're committed to doing 30 minutes at least per day of personal development, and you're sharing a takeaway in the group. That is required, because how else am I going to know if you're doing it? If you're not posting, and I better not find out that you guys are going through your books and finding a quote and just putting it in there. Like, you need to actually do it. It works. I'm telling you, you got to actually do it. So I want that at least 5 to 6 days a week. I'm committing to reading every day because I feel like mentally it really helps me. So if anybody else wants to commit to reading 7 days a week, great. But I'm requiring that you guys are doing it at least 5 to 6 days a week. You're adding at least 3 friends a day on your friends list. So 3 new friends per day for an average of 15 to 20 people per week. That's going to give you between 60 to 80 new people per month that are seeing your stuff. So 15 to 20 people per week are adding to your friends list. The way I'm going to track this is I'm going to make you guys do a tracker, which I know a lot of you guys are going to dread that, but that's how we're going to help keep each other accountable. You're committing to a Beachbody program, whatever you want, and you're going to complete it. So I want you to pick, I don't care what you do. I don't care if it's 21-day fix or something that's 30 days or 60 days or 90 days or whatever. I don't care. Pick something and complete it all the way through. You must stay active. So that means you have at least one customer that's purchasing something from you, or you're getting your Shakeology on auto ship. So how can you sell stuff if you're not even doing it yourself? So you are committed to staying active status. I don't even care if you're Emerald. I was going to make an Emerald requirement, but if there are those of you guys who are not Emerald yet that want to push yourself, then I'm 100% for it. You are recruiting I'm just going to put this at 2 coaches per month because most of you guys, I'm sure, have a recruiting goal of adding 7 to 10 people over the next 4 months. So if you recruit 2 per month, that's going to give you at least 8 new people. So I'm going to say 2 coaches per month, which will put you at least 4 Success Club points, and then maybe you get a challenger, so then you're hitting 5. If you're pushing for an income goal, you have to hit Success Club, period, because I promise you that your income is going to dramatically increase if you're hitting Success Club. Like, I built my whole business basically hitting Success Club, like, for real. I'm not even kidding you guys. When I increased it from 5 to 10, so this year I've hit 10 every month, it changed my income a lot. So I want you guys to be thinking about that. 5 will definitely start to build that residual income. 10 is really going to push you forward. So that's 5 people per month. Maybe that's 5 coaches. Maybe that's 2 coaches and 3 customers, whatever. But I want you guys really, really stretching yourself to hit Success Club. You're sharing your journey daily on social media with at least 3 posts per day. 5 is better if you can do 5. We're going to be doing sneak peeks and business opportunity calls. I want you guys recruiting for those, and I will run them, but I need you guys to be recruiting. Unless you guys want to run, you guys can do that too. But you need to be recruiting for those. So not just like, hey, I'm running a business opportunity call, and you're like, oh, I'll just do the next one. Every single one of you needs to be inviting to those. And then also to challenge groups. I don't care if I still run challenge groups. That's totally cool with me. You can recruit for them, but I want you guys actively recruiting for them, inviting for them, posting about them. And that does not just mean 1 post per month. Hey, we have a challenge group coming up. That means you're posting about it consistently so that you can get enough eyeballs on your stuff so that you can actually hit Success Club. So there's a whole formula to that. So like, it's the last week of the month. My next group's going to start in the next 2 weeks. So I need to start posting about it. So you're always kind of thinking about, okay, what's coming up next? So for me, it's going to be getting organized so that for you guys, you know what's happening. So I'm going to start doing the calendars again so you guys kind of know where the month is being laid out, what's coming up. And then, like I said, I'm going to be working with some of these other coaches. We're going to be, brainstorming some ideas for new ways of recruiting. Maybe it's going to be hosting a sneak peek, but doing it a different way where we have it as an event instead of just a group. Like, there's some other ideas that we're kind of bouncing around. So we're going to be kind of just trying some new things. You need to be checking in on the group at least 5 times a week. So that pretty much every day, unless you miss a day, you can do it on the weekend. But that just isn't. So what I'm going to ask you to post is you're going to be required to post your takeaway from your personal development. Maybe who you added as a friend, those 3 friends that you added that day. It could be just a picture of what you did that day, like your notebook of, okay, I added so-and-so, I need to follow up with so-and-so. But I need to see some kind of, your guys' trackers can be whatever you want. I don't care what they are. They don't have to look like mine. They can be whatever you want. But you need to at least keep some kind of record of how many friends you have, how much personal development you're doing, and who you're talking to, who you need to follow up with, so that way we just have some kind of record of, you started with this many friends, and by the end of the month you had this many. You had this many people that you need to follow up with. This is who you followed up with. This is what they said, whatever. So I don't care what it looks like. You just need to be committed to doing something similar to a tracker and show the group at least once a week. Other than showing the group once a week, I want you guys checking in every day, at least saying, and that could be if you want to be held, accountable more, you could be saying, my takeaway from my personal development is this. I added, Annie, Brittany, and Shelly to my friends list. I need to follow up with these people. I did a recruiting post, whatever. It can look something similar like that, so that at least I kind of know what you guys are doing. One-on-ones will be given to those who hit Success Club. So once you hit Success Club, you can schedule a one-on-one if you want one. You don't have to do them if you guys don't want to do them, but I'm willing to do them with you if you've hit Success Club. If you have not hit Success Club and you still feel like you need a one-on-one, I need trackers for at least an entire week completed, not like I slacked on this day so I didn't do anything, and I slacked on this day so I didn't do anything, but I want a one-on-one. No, but I need a completed tracker before you get a one-on-one. Because how am I going to help you guys if I don't know what you're doing? So September, I'm going to kind of break it down. September, we're going to be hardcore focusing on vitals. So personal development, product of the product, and inviting. Inviting doesn't mean inviting every day, but at least connecting with people, adding people to your network, doing the same things we talk about. This is all like, none of this is magical stuff. You guys have all done it. It's been drilled into your brain bazillions of times. So September, that's what we're going to hardcore focus on. October, we're going to continue the stuff that we did in September, but I want you guys to be focused on recruiting more. So maybe 4 coaches in October, hitting Success Club. And if you're committed, or if you're pushing for a diamond rank by November, the cutoff is November 18th. So you must have all your coaches ready and in line so that on November 19th, that Thursday, diamond shows up in your back office. Then, in order for us to qualify as a 5-star team, you have to hold that rank for 5 weeks. So that means nobody can go inactive. That means nobody can cancel their Shakeology. That means basically all those people that you just recruited have to stay active for those 6 weeks. 5 weeks. They say 6 weeks in the back office, but it's actually 5 weeks because they count the week prior to you actually hitting diamond, which is crazy. So it's 5 weeks of holding that rank. There may be cash bonuses. I don't know how much. I don't know for sure, but I want to throw it out there. If we end as a 5-star diamond team, the diamonds, new diamonds, there may possibly be a bonus, cash bonus. But that is tentative. That all kind of depends on my income because that's going to be coming out of my pocket. So, but I wanted to throw that incentive out there as well. And then obviously that's only for my PS coaches because I can't be paying everybody in my downline. Okay, so is there any questions? Now that I just talked like so much information. Anybody have questions, concerns, excitement, ready to push and hustle? Who's scared? Me? Scared.
So this, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So this is open to, like, I can put a couple of my coaches in here?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to open it to like my entire downline because I want to really work with whoever wants to work. I'm really tired of like babysitting and holding hands. I want you guys to be empowered to run your businesses. And by me babysitting, like that doesn't do anything for you. So I want you guys to feel that you can put your coaches in there so that they can feel supported and feel like this is not just like a me, like, come on guys, like get your act together and let's rank advance. So, like, I want everyone like this. I want this to feel like a really big team accomplishment for everybody. I want everyone to really feel supported by each other. That's why I'm asking you guys to not only just like for me to help hold you accountable, but for all of us to help hold each other accountable so that we can all do this, because I need it too. Like, I need you guys to call me out on it too. Like, I'm like the least organized person ever. You guys, seriously, my desk, it's real crazy right now. So yeah, totally. And it can be open to like your downline. I mean, if you have coaches underneath your PS coaches and they want to push, like, let's throw them in. But we're going to start September, and we may be, adding people in even after September. Like if we recruit new people and they want to, they want to really hustle, then we can add them in there too. We just want to make sure, I just want to make sure that you guys kind of understand the, how we're going to structure it so that everybody's on the same page. So Amber, just make sure that you're telling your people, this is not just going to be like a frilly post when you feel like a group. This is going to be like holding, we're holding each other to what we said we're going to do.
Okay.
Anybody else? Questions?
Are we going to be doing calls throughout these weeks?
Like a Zoom call like this with everybody in the group?
Yeah.
I want to, if you guys want to do it. I think it would be, if you guys like are finding it to be helpful, we can definitely do that. And it may just be that we turn team calls into more of, like a first 30 minutes is a normal team call kind of thing. And then the second 30 minutes is the people that are in the group that are pushing what we need to do. Because I'm finding that my schedule is getting so crazy between the times that like Joe is gone so much that I'm having a hard time getting any time for me to even like I'm hosting calls with other people, these other girls that I'm pushing with, so I'm hosting calls with them too, so I'm trying to find time to like fit all this stuff in, plus Monday bombshell calls and other stuff going on. So I want to do that, but it might just be structured that it's going to be on the Wednesdays, and we might just switch it to every Wednesday instead of every other, because I can do that because Joe's off.
Wednesday.
Huh?
But as long as it stays on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I can, because Joe works so many nights. I don't think I can move it like any other day. That's the only day that he's home that I'm not in the salon. So, and I don't think anybody wants to be on a call on like a Saturday night. So we all probably want to be with our families. So I know I don't really want to do that. So, but yeah, I think it would be helpful. And we can do that as long as other people are committed to showing up and doing it, so that I'm not just sitting here and waiting for people to hop on. Let me make that a note. Anybody else have questions?
Did you want us to send you the goals that we wrote down, or no?
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys, we're going to probably also, I'm going to get the group set up, and then I'll post the link for you guys to all request, and then we're going to go over again. Like I'm going to have everybody post their goals again. So if you want to send it to me and you want to post it there, or you just want to post it there, that's fine. Okay. But I want everybody to see each other's goals, because I really want to just be able to help for everybody to feel like they're in this together, and it's not just like, oh, well, so-and-so is pushing, but I'm just kind of hanging out. So I want everybody to feel really encouraged by each other, and I think having a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
Anybody else? Questions? No, we're all good? All right. Okay, so I will get the group up within the next 24 hours. I have to be in the salon for the rest of the evening, so usually I have a hard time getting on the computer when I get home, because Emmy is like pissed off that I've been gone. So within the next 24 hours, I will have the group up. We're not going to officially start until next week. So this week, I want you guys to kind of maybe just get really crystal clear about what your goals are. Write it down, make a new dream board, make something visual for you to look at, so it's right in front of your face all the time. Start getting a little system organized, figure out what time you're going to do your power hour or 2 or whatever time you're going to commit. And set an appointment for yourself. So just kind of this week, we're going to just kind of be like getting organized and ready to, because the 11 week starts September 1st, so next week it would be 11 weeks till November 18th. That's like the push deadline. And then if you're pushing for just till the end of the year, then obviously you have another 6 weeks after that. But it's a good chunk of time to be able to really change. So much can change even in just 6 weeks. So 11 weeks I feel like is very, very doable for a good push. All right. So if any other questions pop up, let's post them in the thread where I posted the picture for today. That way we can kind of keep them all in the same area so people aren't confused when they go in there and they're like, what the heck are they talking about? So if you guys have any questions, post them there. Let's get organized this week, and then I'll get the group up in the next 24 hours, and we'll and then we can start posting questions in there if you guys have questions that pop up over the next several days before we start. All right. I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys and see what everybody can do. I'm excited to like get my butt together. All right. I'm going to post a recording. It'll probably take a little while because it was like an hour long, but I'll post it as soon as it's done uploading for anybody that wants to pass along to people, their teams, or rewatch it, listen, whatever. All right, so have a fabulous Monday, and we do have a team call on Wednesday, so make a note. So I'll hopefully see you guys on Wednesday. So have a great Monday, and I will talk to you all soon.